Well, the league is out there paying wide receivers and quarterbacks and the occasional cornerback as well. Leave it to the Patriots and Bill Belichick, who doesn't have an offensive or defensive coordinator, to continue to zag. You had Jake Bailey, second highest punter salary in the NFL with his new contract. And, you know, despite the concerns, guys, about the Pats defense going into the season, they've actually looked really good against the offense early on in training camp. But I guess the question here is, Pierce, how concerned should we be about New England's offense?
Yeah, I rarely question the producer's questions. About you want me to talk about a punter and practice snaps? All right, I'll be a company man. Let's do it. Let's talk about Jake Bailey, 2020 All-Pro punter, almost averaged 50 yards per punt, only 5 touchbacks that season. An amazing punter. He's just the best. An interesting thing though about punters is the worse your team is, typically the better your punter is because he gets more reps. And then you look at last year, the Patriots were a playoff team, and he took a step backwards. He wasn't getting the reps. So it's really not a thing you want. You don't really want a good punter. You want to have a bad punter. That means your team is good. As far as offensive snaps go, that's a good thing as well. I mean, you want your offense to face a strong defense. The worst case scenario is, what if they look good in practice because the defense is not playing well? Then they get into a real game situation and they get beaten up. So I like when an offense has to face a strong defense and don't necessarily look good in practice.
See, Pierce, I don't disagree with any of that. The problem, Jeff, is that the Patriots offense is struggling against what's supposed to be a bad defense.
This is just classic preseason nonsense. I mean, look, oh, they're struggling. Oh, no, a guy's struggled in training. It's practice. That's the whole point. You get the struggle out before the actual game comes in. I hate to do it, but I do agree with Pierce. I mean, what would you rather have? Your defense getting torched every single practice? Yeah, you're going to need your puncher there if that's the case, because you're going to be behind a million points. So no, I would take this as a positive. If you're the Patriots and you think your defense, isn't so hot and they're performing well in practice, that's the positive. I mean, look, Mac Jones, we know is a competent quarterback. I think that the Patriots offense will end up being, throwing the ball a little bit more. And look, it's practice. Like they try things that they don't try sometimes in games, folks. You think Belichick is out there calling 20 run plays in a row like he's probably going to do in the regular season? No. So no, this is just ridiculous training camp stuff. Go to Miami if you just want positive, good vibes. That's the dishwashing narrative down there where every play is a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill right now. I'd rather be in New England and hearing this news, to be frank. So, no, I take this as a positive. You just do the opposite from what you hear in preseason. You'll be just fine.